Welcome to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I'm, of course, Dr. Cush, along with my barback Kyle. I'm not a real doctor, but I did spend almost 2 decades running some of LA's best bars. After years of teaching classes and training bartenders, I want to demystify the cocktail world for you. Let's try a few new things as I open up my bar to everybody. Belly up, chat, and let's have a drink. Oh, gosh, pushed the wrong button. Hey, everybody, welcome to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. It's me. It's Dr. Cush. I believe we're live. It's hard to tell. 1 second. Either way. I'll just talk, and you guys will figure out a way to let me know if we are live or not. I am Dr. Cush, and we are having a bit of a frazzled situation. Continuing on. Somebody just tell me if we're live or not, and then we'll be good to go. We'll just wait. Live. Thank you, Bon. Okay. Welcome to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I am Dr. Cush. We are here tonight to continue our quest and to ramp down the fall of Fizz. It is getting too cold for Fizzes. I believe it was almost, I don't want to say this too much, it was almost in the 70s. Here in Los Angeles today. So it was almost long sleeve shirt weather, and that means that we are almost at winter, and thus we cannot be continuing on this fall of Fizz stuff. So we're just going to try and cram in a few more great Fizzes before we move on. Some of you guys have sent me Fizzes. Trust me, just because we're not doing the fall of Fizz doesn't mean we won't finish those Fizzes. We will do those Fizzes at some point, but I want to get in the rest of these good Fizzes tonight by honoring Vic himself, whose birthday it just was, with the Hinky Dink Fizzy. He couldn't even just call it a Fizz. He didn't create this cocktail. They couldn't even just call it the Hinky Dink Fizz. They had to call it the Hinky Dink Fizzy, and thus, that's what we're making tonight. So get ready for that. A 1980s cocktail named after Uncle Vic. Speaking of Uncle Vic, let me say, let Bon and I raise our voices on high and say a happy birthday to Victor Bergeron, the liar, cheat, scoundrel who had pretended that he was lost a leg by a shark attack. Just say the real thing, man. Polio. It's all right. People aren't going to hate you for thinking that you got for having a polio leg. They are going to hate you when you lie. Let me say hello to our good friend Moose. It's good to see you, Moose. Cheers to you, buddy. Amy Beer is here. Amy Beer got a good question. Anybody tried Luxardo del Santo as a replacement for chartreuse? I have not. We are going to be looking for it, though. Send me a picture of the bottle so I know kind of what I'm looking for. But we're going to go out to the local liquor store, see what they got. Bon looked it up, and it's much cheaper, so we like that. Good evening to Shawnee Panda Baker. Shawnee Panda Baker is here, in case you were wondering. He's here. He's here a lot. Let me say hello to one of my favorite people, DC David Clark, winner of the 2023 Cush Tucky Derby. Cush Tucky Derby coming up in May, so get your horses ready. I don't know what you can do about them, but get ready for them. Roger G, happy Friday Eve to you as well, pal. It is a big Friday Eve for all of us. That's a good way to say it. Yesterday was Friday Eve. And so on and so forth. Just let's continue to believe that it is Friday. Amy Beer saw Del Santo at the county store. The county store. I don't have a county store. I think that's called Ralph's here. I don't know. Wow. Good Rams 49ers game ongoing right now. And I'm live. Good. The Bread Man. Very excited. Bootopia is here. Yelling at Bon and Bread Man and just yelling. Davey Virtue here. We did hit a milestone. Then we lost a milestone. Then we hit another milestone. We are... Davey Virtue was our 2,000 subscriber. We are now at 2,200. Exactly. We were at 2,200 last week, but then we lost one, and then it was like, oh, well, we're celebrating nothing. But now I think we're good. Just wrapped up a week in Rockville. Good for you. What is Rockville? I know there's a REM song. Don't go back to Rockville. I just think of Vic as a great salesman and storyteller. Way cooler that a shark took his leg. Totally agree. It is way cooler. It didn't happen. And I have to continue this facade of thinking that Vic was a fraud. That's what my facade is. You know, as Vonnegut once said, be careful what you pretend to be, because you are what you pretend to be. So that's what we're doing. We're making a drink tonight called the Hinky Dink Fizzy. Hinky Dink's Fizzy. Hinky Dinks, of course, when we say Hinky Dinks, we're almost always talking about Victor Bergeron and his Emeryville bar called Hinky Dinks. It was a lodge. It looked like a lodge. You know, you walk in, you're like, oh, was that a bear? Ooh, bear. Ooh, I'll drink. That was the idea. And then it didn't do great. So we made a voyage, made a trip. He put on his little backpack, probably put a blender in there and something else. And he ended up showing up at Dawn the Beachcombers in Hollywood. And he goes, whoa, where's the bear? No bear? What am I going to drink to? And then Dawn, of course, gave him something to drink to. He found this Tiki to be amazing, brought it back up with him to Emeryville, to Hinky Dinks, and the rest, as they say, is history. He eventually ended up in a number of hotel lobbies. He ended up becoming probably the most successful Tiki man of all time. He is certainly somebody that we should honor with drinks such as this. He brought us a number of things to Tiki. Specifically, he brought us advertising, very good at advertising, marketing, really good at marketing, and using things other than rum. That third one is pretty good. So that's what we're doing. It's going to be kind of a quick show tonight, guys. Unfortunately, I do have a bit of an engagement to get to. Plus, I made Euro bowls, and I am very excited about those to eat before my engagement. So let's get right into it. We're going to start with an empty glass. Bum, bum, bum. Went to Trader Vic's for a Thanksgiving dinner in Emeryville, and we had a fabulous time. That sounds like an amazing time. Did you have crab rangoon? Crab rangoon. All right, we're gonna start with this guy right here. We're gonna start putting stuff in here. This is how drinks are made. I've been teaching corporate classes all week this week, and it is fun to come back to you guys because I don't have to explain everything to you guys. And when I do explain things to you guys, it really is just me padding time. With them, it really is about explaining everything. So it's nice to be back amongst the people with whom I have this relationship of making drinks in front of for many years with. Did I say the preposition earlier? Who knows? We're gonna start over here with lime juice. The I means lime. Half an ounce of some delish pseudo juice, lime juice. I am bartending an event tomorrow with my good friend Bill. We all met Bill the other day. He's got an event that he's got me bartending at. We made a bunch of pseudo juice today. So that's what that Instagram with post was all about, in case anybody was wondering. If you're worried about me, that suddenly I'm posting, no, I have not been kidnapped. I have to get better at posting. And that is going to be one of the things we talk about on the State of the Bar address, which will be not this Saturday, but next Saturday. We're going to do it before Christmas. Okay, we got that in here. Let's get in some pineapple. What do we always say? Always, every day, we wake up in the morning, we say to ourselves, we look ourselves right in the mirror and we say, fresh if you can, canned if you can't. Fresh if you can, canned if you can't. This is what we're doing. Who's going to bring up the new mini Cush? That's the old mini Cush. We got a whole new mini Cush. We got two mini Cushes just running around here. Kyle couldn't do his job completely, so I had to get two extra bar backs, two little mini Cushes. This is Dole Pineapple, unsweetened. Is it the best? 'Tis not the best. It is fine for pineapple. Obviously, if we all had $1 billion and a pineapple plantation, the world would be very, very small because, you know, pineapple plantations take up a lot of room. But the point, obviously, is it's tough to always have pineapple juice on hand for a teeny tiny bar. We're going to go ahead and grab our pineapple juice. We gave it a shake beforehand, and we are going to put in 1.5 ounces of pineapple juice. Sorry, Amy Beer. I know that Amy Beer does not care for pineapple juice. We will find a solution to that. I don't know what it is yet, but we're looking. 1.5 ounces of some pineapple juice. Glug, glug, glug. Whoop. Doing great. Oh, now the whole room smells like pineapple. Pretty nice. For some reason smells like coconuts too. I have an odd feeling. I know why that is. They knew what I'm talking about. All right, let's keep going. That's the pretty basic stuff. We are going to get into a couple of interesting liqueurs now. This seems like one of those slapdash, let's just grab everything, like sort of how the Cobb salad was created. You know, just grab everything you got and throw it in here. This seems like one of those situations. We're going to grab over here for some Hiram and Walker apricot. Apricot liqueur is difficult. Apricot liqueur is difficult. There are some very nice apricot brandies, but those are not liqueurs. All right, those are going to taste of apricot, but also very boozy. This is an apricot liqueur. Is it also Hiram Walker? It is also Hiram Walker. Does it smell exactly like an apricot? It does not. It does not. But it'll do the job here. If you want to make like a full-on apricot forward, let's say Manhattan or something else, where you're not adding a bunch of juices, maybe you steer away from Hiram Walker. I don't know. Maybe they've gotten better. This is clearly a very old bottle. I mean, they don't even make this style anymore, I don't think. But maybe steer yourself clear of this for anything else. But for this, perfect. We're going to be using a few of those today. A few of those like, maybe not by itself. Maybe not by itself. On its own, with somebody else, absolutely, but not by itself. We're going to grab our Hiram and Walker apricot liqueur, and we're going to go ahead and throw in half an ounce of that stuff. Glug, glug, glug. Bloop. And we're going to put this away, and we're going to forget we have it until one day we need it again. That's one of the things I always have to look up. Do I have apricot liqueur when I'm looking up recipes? Do I have apricot liqueur? I think I have a lifetime supply there. This is something we haven't used in a while. Chinola. It is a passion fruit liqueur. Now, here's a problem. Let me say hello to our good friend, the low-carb cocktail guy. How's everyone doing? He's listening while he drives. That's good. That is good. We don't need people drinking and driving. Or watching and driving. Please don't drink and watch and drive, all right? One, you can pick two of the three as long as drive isn't one of them. You can drink and watch. Don't drive. You know what? Can we just solve this right now? Just don't drive, and then we're good. Right here is Chinola. Chinola makes a delicious passion fruit liqueur. Now when this cocktail was created in the 1980s, oh gosh. When it was created in the 1980s, there we go. They didn't have, what is going on here? Let me just show you what we got going on here. We got the top that has sugared itself on there. Great. Maybe I should join the low-carb cocktail guy. Low-carb cocktail guy, I know you're driving and everything, so maybe don't type. Just nod along. With allulose and all that stuff, do you still get like sugar top for stuff when like it gels shut because it's so sugary? Does allulose do that? Maybe we become an allulose bar and compete directly with the low-carb cocktail guy. Maybe a street fight? I'd be in. This is passion fruit liqueur. Very, very delicious. Very, very nice. We know the guy. We're going to go ahead and put in half of an ounce of some passion fruit liqueur or a passion fruit syrup that isn't passion fruit juice with extra sugar in it. All right? You want to find like passion fruit puree and then add the sugar to it later. You want that bite that the passion fruit has. This is some of the sour we're putting in here. So half an ounce of some passion fruit liqueur or passion fruit syrup. For a very long time, I was convinced that I did not care for passion fruit because I thought it was too sweet. Every time I would get passion fruit juice to make syrup, I would then, of course, add more sugar. That's too sweet. I don't like that. This stuff, very, very delicioso, and that is important to us. Let's see. What else we got in here? Okay. So I haven't made this drink in a long time, and I'm starting to forget about it. Ooh, we're having an allulose smackdown. 1 second.
Oh, shots fired! Oh!
I'm just kidding. I particularly, I'm a sugar boy, so I'm not gonna get rid of my sugar. This right here, oh, boop, 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 boop. This right here is Brando Motu Gin. Why are we using Brando Motu Gin? First of all, it's a tiki drink. And Brando Motu Gin is the gin of Tiki. Tattoos, anybody? Also, it's the only gin we have. It does work very well in cocktails that are Tiki forward anyway. And thus, we're going to use it. This is the Hinky Dink Fizzy, and obviously one of the things we know about Vic is he was the first one to really start to use a lot of non-rum in his Tiki drinks, and so we can't make an all-rum cocktail and then dedicate it to Hinky Dinks if we don't put something else in it. So we're going to grab our Brando Motu Gin right there. Brando Motu Gin, 1 full ounce of a delicious gin that you love, and if you can, get your hands on the gin of Tiki. There we go. Notes of papaya, grapefruit. I like it. You guys don't have to like it. I like it. All right, we need a slightly aged rum. I didn't know what I was going to do about this one. We need a slightly aged rum, something that is a white rum, something that has a little bit of character as well to it. Let's just reach back here, see what we can find that is a slightly aged rum that isn't $1 billion. I have a couple expensive bottles that I don't use. Let's see. You know what we're going to do? No, we do that all the time. Oh, you know what? This is a fun one. Do I have any left? No, I don't have any left. Oh, we'll use Denizen. How about we use Denizen? Boop, 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 boop. This is 100 proof. Bottled dark rum. It's not exactly what we're looking for. Obviously, if we respected Vic a lot more, we would choose exactly the rums that he asked for. But he didn't create this cocktail, and so we're just going to go ahead and grab some of this Denizen 100. Let's give it a little smell first. That's caramelly. Delish. What we're looking for here, guys, when we talk about a white rum, slightly aged, we're looking for something that has a number on it, something like a 3 or a 4 or a 5. You know I do have? No, I don't. Dang, I thought I had the 3-star. Give me 1 second. I think I have the 3-star. I had the 3-star. Oh, I got the 3-star. That's what I want. We're getting rid of this. We're going to try and kill some bottles today. This right here is the Plantation 3-star. A nice white rum. And we're going to kill this bottle. Gives us more space back here for what? More bottles. 1 ounce of a white rum, please. Oh. Just made it. Goodbye, 3-star. You've been a 4-star. And that's done. This is it. Nice drink. Notice what we're not putting in here. We're not putting any absinthe. We're not putting in any Angostura. We're not putting in any of those other Dawn signatures, because this is not a Dawn signature drink. We're putting in some gin. We're putting in big fruits. We're putting in a variety of liquors. That is because this is for our good friend, Vic, whose birthday it just was. Get your ice stuff ready. Throw in lots of ice, please. Someone is gearing up for a trip to the liquor store. Yes. Yes, I am. Let me say hello to our good friend, Davey Smart. Davey Big Time is here. Good to see you, Davey Big Time. Always a pleasure, never a chore. Yes, Roger G, someone is gearing up for a trip to the liquor store. Probably. Yeah, probably. That is all that is on my Christmas list. So if Santa knows what's good for him, he better stop by Jamaica first and then make his way back up here, because Daddy needs his rum. Throw this right on top of here. Let's give this a shake. There is one last ingredient, if you notice, if any of you... let's just, real quick, I happen to know this fact. It is Tiki Tom's anniversary of the first time that he went on a blind date with his wife. So Tiki Tom is not here. We want to wish Tiki Tom and Mrs. Tiki Tom a very, very happy day. But we also want to mention that Tiki Tom is very good at letting me know when I don't put fizz in a drink. I have not put fizz in this drink yet. So in case Tiki Tom has snuck off to the bathroom in the middle of his dinner with his wonderful wife to watch the show in the men's room, and he's frantically typing right now, I don't recognize the fizz aspect of this, Cush. Don't worry, Tiki Tom. I got you covered, buddy. We're on it. We are on it. This is the drink right here. You guys can't see it because this is metal. Metal is unable to be seen through. I don't know if that's always true, but today, certainly it is. We're going to grab our squall glass. We only have one of them. So we had to wash this one to get this one ready. Thank you, Kyle. Appreciate you, buddy. We're going to go ahead and pour this guy right into the squall glass. Oh, look at that fill up. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy. That looks nice. We're not done yet, though. We're not done yet. We need this to be a fizz. So, we're going to reach for one of the sponsors that we are definitely reaching out to this year. This is Cooks. The world's... Oh, this is Cooks. This is Cush. Cooks, Cush. Cooks, Cush. Cooks, Cush. We're reaching down for Cooks, the world's okayest champagne. The perfect champagne, though. I don't want to make it sound like I think Cooks is awful. I will drink a whole bottle of Cooks, no doubt about it. I could probably put down 2 or 3. Die of a hangover the next day, but I could try. What I'm trying to say is Cooks is the perfect champagne for cocktails. You don't want to spend too much for champagne on cocktails. Too much on champagne for cocktails. You don't want to do that. You want a nice, cheap, easy, good, but not great champagne. And that is our friend Cooks. Didn't fizz a lot. This California champagne, technically you shouldn't have that, but also technically you can have that. So that's what we got. DCW Clark says Cooks is a staple at her house. That's good. Keeps those papers together. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take our Cooks champagne, California champagne, 2 full ounces, please. 2 ounces. There we go. We are really beginning... Was that in my head? My goodness, terrifying. My little finger pushed that button and science, bitch! Scared me. Okay, this drink right here. This is going to be our drink. But what do we need? We need ice. We need ice. Yippee! It's ice time, my friends. We're gonna go ahead and put in a few whipping cubes. Right there. Filled out right up to the top. Right there. We want all that ice right there. This is pretty good. Yes, somebody's very... Hello. Let me just say hello to Kyle's lawyer, Kim. Hello, Kim. Good to see you. I bought a bottle of Cooks just because it's the world's okayest champagne. Can I use that in my marketing material when I reach out to Cooks and say, hey, there's one show on earth that talks about you all the time. And we call you the world's okayest champagne. Because that's what you are. Don't try and deny it. You're the world's okayest champagne. Okay. This is one of those straws that's our good friend Bon Bon had made at head shops. He's trying to give those head shop boys a little bit of wholesome work to do, making straws. Hopefully they got their lives turned around. We are going to put on, this is a squall glass, so we'll turn this upside down. There we go. We're going to put a little bit of a garnish on here. We don't need to go crazy. There we go. We don't need to go crazy. Something nice and simple. Obviously, would Vic go crazy? He would. But we're not Vic. We're different guys. This is it. Let's see how it tastes. I don't think I've had a Hinky Dink's Fizzy in a very long time. So we're going to try it out. Cheers. I catch a lot. I'll walk you through it. The pineapple is subtle, which is nice because we put 1.5 ounces in there. What really is standing out to me is definitely the passion fruit. We only put 0.5 ounce in there. And also the apricot is certainly there, filling in a lot of cracks for this. Could we have probably used a more robust white rum? We probably could have. Could we have done something like Probitas? We could have. Probitas? We could have done that. It's a lot less sweet than I thought it would be. Like way less sweet than I thought it would be. It is a very, it's almost a dry tiki cocktail. You don't run into a lot of these. Well done, Vic. You did it. Let's do one more screaming. Oh, wait. Scared the crap out of me. Yeah, Bonbon says, sounds like a good cocktail. It is a very good cocktail. It really is a good cocktail. I would not have expected it. I thought it was going to be sweeter. It is not sweeter. Which in this case is good because there's a lot of sweetness going in here. I think in this case you probably could, instead of doing the apricot liqueur, you probably could get away with some apricot brandy and really make a meal of this. So there we go. Guys, what do? We did 27 minutes. Will you forgive me if I steal 3 minutes of your time? We are going to be back here on Saturday to do some more cocktails, and then we're going to be back here on Tuesday, and we're going to do some more cocktails then. Then we're going to be back here on Thursday. We'll do some cocktails then for Thursday, and then we will have the State of the Bar address. If you have anything that you would like to see more of at the bar, please bring it to the State of the Bar address. I will be taking questions. Most State of the Union addresses do not take questions. I will be taking questions. So let me know what you guys want to see more of. But you have a whole week plus to think of it. That's what I got. Bonbon says run. Thank you, Bonbon. It's time to go. I got to go eat and get to this soiree. It is a soiree. I'm exhausted. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm very excited to spend the rest of my year with you guys and the entire next year. We'll see after that. I don't know what's going to happen after that. And as we always say at this bar, because it scared me, and now I don't know what to do. State of the Bar. Thrilling. Thank you, Kim K. Better say everything right, otherwise who knows what's going to happen to me. I don't have any money to get sued, so I guess you can take my suit. That's it. As we always say at the bar, we say this thing, we say things like...
Bye!
And then we
Are
say...
you Dr. Jinga Janga?
And then we say...
Bye! you are, but what am I?
Oh, shots fired!